Dear students, welcome back. In today's video, again we are going to continue with the chapter number 1 of civics portion, that is preparing for civic life. My dear students, yesterday we have touched these topics of chapter 1, that is communities, society, community life and civics, interdependence, family and society, rights and duties, which shows interdependent components of community living. So today let us cover the remaining topics of this chapter. Rules and regulations. So what are the rules and regulations which we have to follow as a citizen? So that has been told very nicely. It says, although it is expected that we should be aware of our rights and duties, often people only remember their rights and forget their duties. Some of the duties of a good citizen are given below. So students, let us again take an example. We all love to visit museum. Now museum is such a place where the children they used to go. Or for example, instead of museum, the far better place will be a park, a children's park. So children, they love to gather there. So as the good citizen, definitely, or as the being citizen of this country, we are getting the freedom. It's our right that the children park, it's a public property, or the museum, it's a public property. So we can go and enjoy and we can learn good things, or we can entertain ourselves. But being, so that becomes our right. But being good citizens, don't you think that it's our civic sense or our civics manners that we have to keep those public places neat and clean? It's not that you go there and you throw or do whatever thing you want to do. It's not like that, because at that time we have to remember our certain duties, that being the responsible citizen, there are few rules which every citizen has to follow. So children, we are going to read about that only. So some of the duties of a good citizen are given below. So number 1 is the right to vote. Every adult citizen of India 18 years and above has the right to cast his or her vote and elect his or her representative. So whoever is the citizen, may be a boy or a girl, when that person, he or she attains 18 years or above than that, so automatically they, being the citizen of India, so automatically they get the right to vote, okay, or they can participate in the election and they can choose their favorite candidate, or even they can elect their favorite candidate whomsoever they want. However, whilst casting the vote, one should not indulge in corrupt practices like bribery. One should not vote out of fear, but vote for able candidates who can work for the society. So it's our right that we get the right from the government, that when we attain 18 years, when we'll be of 18 years, so we have the right to go and choose such candidate who is our favorite, who can represent or who can solve our problem. That means we can choose our own leader. But as the duty, it is said that it is completely wrong that in order to attract the candidates or in order to get the vote, it is the moral duty that we should not give bribes. Okay. So bribes means that any kind of favorable things or any kind of gifts which in order to attract the voters. So that is a crime. As well as if we are voting to any of the favorite representative, it should not be done due to fear. We should not get afraid of that this particular candidate, okay, and we should choose such candidates who are capable enough, or they deserve to be the leaders, because they are the only one who will form the government later, and due to their rules and regulation it is going to benefit us. So that means we have to take wise decisions. Now moving to the next point, that is your regular payment of taxes. The local bodies provide us with various types of civic amenities. Now civic amenities, that means civic facilities. The local bodies, they provide us with various types of civic or public facilities. Now these local bodies have to spend a lot of money to make these facilities available to us. This money is recovered from the taxes that we pay. If we do not pay our taxes regularly, the local bodies will not be able to provide us with these amenities. Hence, it is our duty to pay our taxes regularly. There are many things which are being provided by the government, and for taking proper care of those things or for providing such services, government needs plenty of money. And from where government will make money? So that is why we, the citizens, we pay a small amount to the government, which is called as your tax. For example, we used to pay our electricity bill. So that means we are paying an amount of money since we are using the electricity which is provided by the government. So it's your electricity bill, that means it's a kind of tax. The water which is provided by the local bodies or the government, so we also pay money for getting water. That is why it's wise not to waste water. As well as there are various kinds of taxes. House tax is there, even road taxes also there. As well as when you people, as I told one example, children's park or this museum, whenever you people go, so why such kind of why such amount of money is taken? The reason is that small contribution by each and every individual is actually meant for taking care of those public property. Okay, so like this way, regular payment of taxes. So being good citizen, it's our duty that we have to take care. It is not us that we have to pay our whole salary, or we have to give our whole money to, or our everything to government, but we have to pay a small amount of money as tax. And why it is meant? It is meant so that with the help of the collection of the taxes which every citizen pay, so all the public property it could be given, or they could be properly taken care of. Now next point is observation of rules. Often accidents take place because people do not observe the traffic rules. Thus it is important to obey traffic rules and maintain safety on the road. If government is provided us good roads, if the government has given us a very good and smooth road with plenty of lanes, 2 lane, 4 lane, like this way, so it becomes our duty that at the time while moving on such kind of roads, we have to show our presence of mind. So we have to be careful while driving or moving, and in such, when we will be so much careful, so what will be the result? The result will be that we are not going to face any kind of this accidents. Because why? Because when the people are carelessly moving on the roads, so then only such accidents used to occur. So like this way, it's very important that as good citizen we have to follow the traffic rules. Now moving to next topic, India and its communities. India is a large country with many different regions and states. These different regions have their own climate, language, dress and food habits. These differences can also be seen in religious festivals, marriage ceremonies and social customs. Thus, India as a nation is very diverse. However, most communities have certain values, laws and customs in common. So, India is a large country with many regions and states, as well as each region they have their own kind of climate, language, dress and food habits. So that means there are various things. So we can say that is why our India looks colorful. Colorful in every sense, not only in the matter of color, not only in the sense of this dress, but colorful in various aspects we can say. So thus India is a nation of variety, of diversity, and most communities they have certain values, laws and customs which is almost common. Now linguistic communities. Different states in India based on the regional languages have formed distinct linguistic communities like Bengalis, Tamilians, Orias, Marathis and Punjabis. These communities share a common culture and identity. So different states in India, so they have formed different community, and the community is based on their origin as well as the language they used to speak. So that is why linguistic communities. So that means those people who speak Bengali, so they are the Bengalis. So the Tamil ones, so they are the Tamilians. Or the one who speaks this Oriya, So they are the Orias or Marathi. Like this way, we are having different linguistic communities. And still, all these communities, they have their own culture, they have their own laws, as well as many of them, they follow their ritual ceremonies, their different ritual ceremonies. But still, we should never forget that after all, we all are Indians. Now moving to religion. Before religion, children, there is an additional information. There are more languages spoken in India as compared to any other country. 22 official languages and innumerable dialects are spoken by the massive population of our country. So, dear students, we all know that our India stands second at the time while we talk of population. So that is why there are how many official languages? They are 22, and as well as innumerable dialects. That means there are sub languages also. That means, and they are innumerable. So that means, so at different places, when you will move to different parts of our country, so you will find that there is variation of the speaking of the people. So what it is? So actually, although we may speak different languages at certain distances in various parts of the country, but still we Indians are united. Now talking about religion, India is a democratic and secular nation. It has a diverse population following different religions including Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, Sikhism, Zoroastrianism and Jainism. So India is a democratic country where we people are the one who choose our leaders, as well as we not only respect our own religion, we are given freedom where we can follow our religion, as well as we are taught to respect other religions. So like this way, we have accepted the presence of other religions also. So what does it show? It shows the brotherhood among us. Now moving to festivals. Apart from festivals such as Diwali, Eid, Dussehra, Holi, Christmas and many other religious festivals, there are three national festivals which are Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. So which are celebrated throughout the country. Now national festivals, it has to be celebrated by all citizens of India. Now while talking about this religious festival, so although we may say that particular religion celebrates their own religious festival, but still we have seen in our surrounding that even the people of other religions or castes or background, even they too enjoy or they too participate at the time of celebrating those festivals. So again, it shows the strong bonding of the Indian citizens. Moving to the next topic, that is your dance and music. There are primarily two kinds of dance and music throughout India, classical and folk. The famous song Mile Sur Mera Tumhara To Sur Bane Hamara. So what does it mean? It means when my music merges with yours, it becomes our song, is a very accurate example of the unity of our nation. So talking about dance and music, so our India is divided as your classical as well as the folk, as well as now here the lines of a very popular song has been mentioned. So which shows that how our nation, although apart from so many diversities in different aspects, still our India is one. That means united. Now talking about food and dress, India, in keeping with its vastness, has various kinds of regional cuisines and dresses. Punjabi, Rajasthani, Bihari, South Indian are among its many popular cuisines. Similarly, each state has its own regional dress which is associated with the culture of that particular state. So when we talk about the vastness of India, so definitely we Indians are food loving people. So still in our own region we love to enjoy the particular cuisine as well as dress, but we never fail in trying out the cuisines of other state or other region, as well as we never fail to give a small makeover by wearing the dresses of other states. So what does it tell? It tells that again we all are united. Our country has been described as a land of unity in diversity due to the presence of multiple diverse communities. So for this reason, our India is described as unity, the land of unity in diversity. And why the land of unity in diversity? Diversity in which sense? Because we have multiple diverse communities. Though this means there would be conflicts, we should try to make this diversity our strength rather than a weakness. Although we are divided in different aspects, and maybe the enemies or the one who doesn't wish well about our country, so maybe they may try to misuse this diversity. But again and again, in different conditions, we Indians have fought back and we have shown that this diversity is not actually our weakness. Although we are diverse in although we're different in different manners, but still at the time when it comes to the matter of patriotism, we have always shown our courage and stood united. It is very important that we develop a healthy and happy environment so that we can enjoy all the fruits of community life. We should respect each other and the differences among us. We should understand our social responsibilities in order to make the world a better place to live in. So, as the conclusion here, this chapter says, so what we have to understand, it's very important that we have to develop the happy and healthy environment since we are the one who are living in this society. So that is why it is our responsibility that we have to create such kind of atmosphere so that we can enjoy whatever facilities the government has given to us. So we should respect each other and we should respect not only the similarities as well as we should respect the differences which we have among us. So we should understand our responsibilities so that we could make a world a better place. So children, I believe that you people must have understood the explanation of this chapter. Now, regarding the exercises and the question answers, it will be given to you in the form of attachment. So, children, in the next video, I'll be beginning lesson 2, chapter 2 of history as your revision. The reason is that because in one of the section, I have come to know that there the chapter has not been done. So, especially for those students of that particular section as well as the other section, other section may take it as your revision. So in the next video, I'll meet to you all with the revision of chapter 2. By the time children, take care.